Welcome to this video on urgent retirement planning for people over 50 with little or no savings. We will focus on practical, immediate actions to stabilize income, pursue growth despite a short time horizon, and prepare for elder care costs. Let's begin by setting expectations and then move step by step through Social Security optimization, investing principles, career pivots, and family planning. First, we will lay out the reality and a quick disclaimer. Next, we will cover Social Security optimization. Then, we will discuss investing when you are starting late, followed by budgeting and where to save. After that, we will detail a 60 to 120-day action plan. Subsequently, we will explore career pivot ideas and the adult child's role. Finally, we will test your understanding with quick quizzes and wrap up with key takeaways and next steps. To begin, recognize that facing retirement with zero savings after age 50 is daunting but not hopeless. With disciplined actions, you can create a baseline income, introduce growth to combat inflation, and plan for inevitable health and elder care needs. Now, let's transition to an important disclaimer to keep expectations realistic. Next, a quick disclaimer. This content is educational and not individualized financial advice. You should consult a fee-only fiduciary financial advisor before making decisions. Additionally, laws, program rules, and contribution limits change, so you must verify current IRS, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid rules. Finally, personalize any plan to your own risk tolerance, health conditions, debts, and employment possibilities. With that in place, let's proceed to the most critical lever available to late starters: Social Security. Now, focus on Social Security, your most reliable lifetime income source. First, create a My Social Security account to view your benefit estimate and establish a retirement income floor. Second, consider delaying filing until your full retirement age, or, ideally, age 70, because delaying can significantly increase the monthly benefit. Third, review your earnings record yearly and correct any errors so your benefit is calculated correctly. Fourth, if you have a spouse, coordinate benefits to maximize household income. Fifth, keep working if you can. Additional years of earnings may increase your benefit. Finally, understand how Social Security is taxed when combined with other income, so you can plan withdrawals and avoid unpleasant surprises. Next, let's visualize the steps in a simple flow. In this flowchart, we start by creating a My Social Security account and verifying the earnings record. If there are errors, the path branches to correcting the record, then recalculating the estimate. From a verified record, we evaluate health, longevity expectations, and employment prospects. If delaying benefits is feasible, the flow suggests filing at full retirement age or age 70 for a larger monthly payment. If delaying is not possible, the chart routes to filing earlier, but with a cautionary note about the permanent reduction. Parallel branches highlight spousal benefit coordination, part-time or extended work to increase credits, and tax planning to manage combined income taxation. The chart concludes with the goal of a higher, more reliable income floor. Next, we will tackle investing when you are starting late. Moving on, investing late requires balancing inflation and market risks. Over a 10 to 15-year window, excessive conservatism can lead to a serious loss of purchasing power, so a balanced plan with growth exposure is usually necessary. A common core approach is using diversified, low-cost, broad market index funds for growth horizons beyond 10 years. For shorter horizons, keep funds in cash equivalents or short-term bonds if the money is needed within 5 years. Automate contributions and make use of tax-advantaged accounts that permit age 50-plus catch-up contributions. Rebalance annually while minimizing fees and taxes. Finally, document your approach in a simple written investment policy statement specifying your objective, target asset mix, rebalancing rules, and withdrawal sequencing. Next, let's compare a safety-heavy strategy to a growth-oriented one. Now consider the trade-offs. On the left, a safety-heavy portfolio minimizes volatility, but also limits return potential and exposes you to inflation risk. It can preserve nominal dollars and is most appropriate for funds needed within 5 years. On the right, a growth-oriented portfolio accepts higher volatility in exchange for better expected long-term returns and greater protection against inflation, provided you have the discipline and time to stay invested. Understanding these trade-offs helps you align your allocation with your time horizons and needs. Next, we will visualize a budget to carve out savings capacity. This pie chart shows a sample bare-bones budget with approximate percentages allocated to major categories: housing at 30%, food at 15%, healthcare at 15%, transportation at 10%, utilities at 10%, debt at 10%, and savings or investing at 10%. The exact percentages will vary, but the point is to deliberately reserve a slice for savings and investing, even when starting late. Now, let's identify the best accounts to use when you have limited time. Here is a high-level table of where to save. Traditional IRAs and 401ks often allow catch-up contributions at age 50 plus. Verify current IRS limits. These accounts reduce current taxable income, but result in taxable withdrawals later. Roth accounts use after-tax money and can provide tax-free qualified withdrawals, though eligibility and plan rules vary. Health savings accounts, if eligible, offer strong tax advantages for medical spending, but require a high-deductible health plan and have specific rules. Taxable brokerage accounts offer flexibility without contribution limits, but can suffer from tax drag if turnover is high. Always verify current contribution limits, eligibility, and plan specifics before committing. Next, let's convert this into a concrete action plan. To operationalize your plan, follow this first 60-day sprint. On days 1 to 2, create your Social Security account and verify your earnings. During days 3 to 7, draft a bare-bones budget and aim to allocate at least 10% to savings and investing if feasible. Between days 8 and 14, enroll in or increase contributions to your workplace plan and automate deposits. On days 15 to 21, open an IRA or HSA if eligible, and select broadly diversified, low-cost index funds. From days 22 to 30, establish an emergency cushion of 1 to 3 months in cash equivalents. During days 31 to 45, attack high-interest debt with a focused payoff approach. Finally, between days 46 and 60, write your investment policy statement and book time with a fee-only advisor for a review. Now, let's extend the timeline to 120 days. This timeline outlines milestones across 120 days. At 0 to 2 days, you create the Social Security account and verify earnings. By week 1, you complete a budget. In week 2, you activate auto contributions. In week 3, you open and fund an IRA or HSA and invest in low-cost index funds. By week 4, you seed the emergency fund. During weeks 5 and 6, you execute the debt payoff plan. In week 7, you finalize the investment policy statement. In week 8, you meet with a fee-only advisor. By day 90, you perform a rebalance check. And by day 120, you review benefits, contributions, and your plan. Next, we will explore career pivots that reduce physical strain and increase job longevity. To improve income durability, consider a career pivot away from physically demanding roles. If you lack a high school diploma, obtain a GED to expand your opportunities. Target positions with benefits, such as clerical roles, call centers, medical assisting, records management, unionized roles, or government and nonprofit jobs. Focus on employers that offer pensions or retirement plans with matches. Upskill through community colleges, short certificates, online courses, and workforce programs. Choose roles with lower injury risk to sustain longer employment. Finally, use local networks such as libraries, workforce centers, community groups, and alumni associations. Next, let's map these pivot options visually. This mind map centers on second act careers, with branches for administrative and clerical roles like data entry and scheduling, customer support roles, including remote and call center positions, healthcare support such as medical assisting, patient services, and records management, government and nonprofit positions that may offer stable benefits, and trades-adjacent roles like estimator, dispatcher, or inventory management. Subnotes highlight which paths typically offer benefits, lower injury risk, and shorter training times. This helps you prioritize transitions that preserve health and extend working years. Now, let's cover the adult child's role in planning for a parent's potential dependency. If you are an adult child, proactively integrate your parent's likely needs into your own financial plan with a fee-only advisor. Evaluate long-term care insurance early, balancing premiums and benefits relative to your parent's age and health. Seek housing stability by working toward a paid-off home or a sustainable rental plan to reduce the largest monthly expense. Learn the basics of Medicare Parts A, B, and D, the role of Medigap or Medicare Advantage, and Medicaid eligibility rules. Prepare legal documents, including a financial power of attorney, healthcare proxy, and advance directives to ensure smooth care transitions. Maintain an organized file with identification, insurance policies, medical lists, and income sources. Next, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. Here is a quick checklist using markdown tasks, paired with a simple flowchart. Begin by creating your Social Security account and verifying your earnings record. Build a bare-bones budget and automate contributions, targeting more than 10% if feasible. Open an IRA or HSA if eligible. Choose low-cost index funds and set a straightforward rebalance rule. Finally, schedule a review with a fee-only advisor. Now, let's move to a short quiz to reinforce key points. Question 1. For someone over 50 with no savings but the ability to keep working, which action most reliably raises lifetime retirement income? Option A. Claim Social Security as early as possible. Option B. Delay Social Security toward age 70 while continuing to work if health and employment permit. Option C. Keep all funds in cash. Option D. Buy individual stocks with high dividends. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is delaying Social Security toward age 70 while continuing to work if health and employment allow. Delaying increases the monthly benefit, which strengthens your lifetime income floor, and additional work years can further raise the benefit. Next, we will move to question 2 on investment horizons. Question 2. Which is the most appropriate placement for money that you will need within the next 3 years? Option A. A broad market stock index fund. Option B. High-yield savings or short-term cash equivalents. Option C. An emerging market equity fund. Option D. Cryptocurrency. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is high-yield savings or short-term cash equivalents. For a short time horizon, stability and liquidity are more important than growth. Now let's capture key points before we wrap up. To summarize the most important ideas, Social Security is your anchor. Delay filing if practical to increase the benefits. Segment your time horizons. Use cash for needs within 5 years and diversified growth for needs beyond 10 years. Automate savings and take advantage of age 50-plus catch-up contributions. Pivot your career to reduce physical strain and extend your working years. Finally, plan for elder care early by exploring long-term care options, understanding Medicare and Medicaid, and completing legal documents. Bringing it together, establish your income floor through Social Security by verifying your record, correcting errors, and considering delayed filing. Carve out savings through a disciplined budget, automate contributions, and invest in diversified, low-cost funds. Execute the 60 to 120-day plan to create momentum. Extend your working years with safer roles that offer benefits. Prepare for elder care needs with legal and medical planning. As a final step, we will say thanks and invite you to engage. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more content on resilient financial planning. In the comments, share your next action step and any questions you want us to cover next.